Some of my brethren
It
them.
sound like a scam.
It was a scam.
This is our little story and a true thing. Two hearts come together in a mutual ring. Keeping it together with a real life. Welcome to the family, this is our life. It's perfect. I'll just set you here for me. You're the sugar to my tea. Meet the Mitchell family.
Hi guys.
Hi. My hair looks crazy, babe.
It's Saturday, so everybody's used to story time on a Saturday, so why we can't just do a story time?
Story time.
The people let me request this story time.
But we don't know which story. Let's talk about the week first before we go into story time. A little
Okay.
bit. Shall we do a little recap?
Okay.
Oh, by the way, guys, we are going to do we're gonna show you how we did or how MoMo did the mackerel rundown. Did you get any footage of that?
Yeah.
You did? It was so good. We had it for dinner and we had it for breakfast. Yummy. So we'll put that in somewhere for you next week. Fly, mosquito. What is that?
COVID happened.
Ooh,
On a sad note.
on the rise. On the rise. Like, it's wild what's happening in Jamaica. It makes you feel a little like Gigi, no? Like, you don't really want. It's weird. Like, we went through a period where it just felt like it kind of relaxed a little, and now again it just feels like, you know.
But a part of me is like, yo, I just want to get back to life. You know what I mean?
I
Get
know.
back to,
A lot of us win.
Wow.
It's
Crazy.
like, how do you decide? Sorry, I just did the worst burp.
Ooh,
You smell it?
yuck.
It's the rundown.
Ah. No, tell me.
Woo! Woo! Yeah, it's like we're just gonna. What is going on?
Where you fan it over here so far?
Well, where was Fanny?
Are the burp you fan?
No, the fly!
But you burp same time, you realize that, right?
I burped earlier. That done gone. Anyway, it's like, how do you do it? Like, I don't know, man. This thing is just a lot. And it causes a lot of stress and pressure, and it's taking its toll. Let's just put it that way, you know? Anyway,
Election season. So, you know, everybody's in full gear now. When is the 3rd? What day next week is the 3rd?
ooh, good question. I think Monday's the 31st.
Oh, okay. So the 3rd
it's
might be like about Thursday.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, Thursday, I think. I could double check. You have your phone? Oh, your phone is over there in the shot ringing.
Ringing.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, mommy. And mommy is like afraid of my story time then from where they are, because it's like she thinks, oh, your story time them is bare drama and action and some, you know.
It is though.
I
But that's
know.
not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, and
It is
guess
what
what?
it is.
I tell these stories to try and make people learn from them. That's why I always have like takeaways at the end, and like there's always something that I learn that I want you guys to have that takeaway, so somebody else can kind of benefit from my experience and maybe not experience it, or maybe know what to do if they're in something similar to that, or you know, whatever. And it's not like I just I'm not here to tell one set of stories either, because I mean, I'm 40 years old, bro. Like, I got stories, you know what I mean? Like, there was never a year that I locked up in my house and didn't do nothing. I didn't experience anything, you know what I
This is
mean?
the year. Like, I feel like Alex locked up in the house and he's doing nothing, eh?
I know, but there's still experiences there.
There
There's
is,
still going to be
there
a
is.
lot of
Yeah.
important
But it's so wild that
stories.
it's happening right now at like that stage of his life when, you know,
That's
kids are
messed up.
normally out and about.
That's
and,
messed up. That's
you know,
messed up. And the truth is,
maybe they need one more year of maturity, so maybe it's not a bad thing.
but can you really mature that's
Without
locked up in your house?
experiences, it's so true. It's so true.
And also, because of my stories being so action-packed and dramatic, this one here don't want to tell none of your nice, easy, girly, pink, dolly, drop off on a bicycle, or
I don't understand.
like just straight, like you don't even have no chip on your knee, dude.
I do. Look at my shins. They're chip up. But that's not a fun
Nah,
story.
dude.
Wayne, in your stories, you're getting like you know, kidnapped and stuff, going to jail.
Yeah,
like,
but you
oh
have...
my God, think about even like the story with you and that's action packed. Like, you don't have regular stories, so I don't feel comfortable talking about, like, you know.
You know, so me never remember that story they to tell us. We all know it's about that time when...
Who is it?
Atlas.
No, Atlas.
Atlas, you have to come out.
We're soon done. Alright, come here.
Anyway.
I just gave you some chocolate.
Yo, remember that drama there with Peter B?
Dude, do I remember? It's like, why do you always have these near misses though? Like, you always have these close shaves, you know? Pardon?
Ask
no.
MoMo.
Ask MoMo. Close the door. We stayed up last night later than normal, and I'm so tired.
Tami, you are like a weak fence. We did not bleach.
What? A weak fence?
Yeah,
I'm
you kind
so
of...
tired though, babe. Like, I just want to sleep. And then the baby did this weird thing, like I was putting him down for his nap, and like he just started to scream and cry and carry on. So I held him a little. He fell asleep. I put him in the... But he's asleep now, but still. Anyway, Peter, you always have these near misses.
Should I tell that story?
I don't know. I mean, I guess. You want to tell that story? You know what we should start doing? We should start doing... Oh God, I just broke that.
What? Damn. You're like out of place right now.
It repeats itself, man. We should start doing a poll, like stories that people want to hear. Like, we should let them choose what the story is. Lots of stories.
The Peter story, I can tell you like just briefly how that one went, right? So one evening, one of my brethren, my close brethren.
Paul?
Huh?
Should we call him Paul, or is that Peter?
Peter.
Okay, because I know Paul was in the story too.
So Peter and Paul too. Like
It just makes
one
sense.
for creativity.
Oh,
anyway.
Stop.
So Peter link up. It was like a good amount of time did run off since the last time we did link up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like him link me and we're really going to say Paul.
We'll go for it.
Alright. So Peter link me and Paul. Alright. And say
I haven't heard this story in forever.
And so for link up. See, this is like up Stone Hill him live and thing. And we stay so now and say, alright, cool. So this is like probably about 7 o'clock then. Put it at 7 o'clock. So him link me them time they are Blackberry days, so we are young youth them time there. See? Yeah, no, legit. I think we're probably like early 20s.
You bought me my first ever Blackberry.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was me bossy on Blackberry.
But I bought you your first
Yes,
Blackberry.
you didn't even want one. I was like, I want one. And you're like, I get it for your birthday.
Some was a sugar daddy.
It's the first thing you ever buy me. Sorry.
Whoa, anyway.
Sugar daddy, you're not that much older than me, please.
Anyway, so
Blackberry. BB.
him link with no one thing and calm down now.
How much people not know what ping is though, wait?
Many people don't know what ping is right now. So anyway, him link and say yo for forward up in like a few minutes or whatever. Then I get another message at like 7:23.
So this was at what time?
7 me and me up on messenger with
Peter.
Peter.
Saying what?
Saying we're gonna link up now in the next like 15 minutes.
Okay.
Right? So obviously he messaged Paul to first to say, yo, Rick, we're gonna link up now because brethrens from day one we say we're gonna make a link up, a trio. Bam now. Stacey now I get a message from Paul now say, yo, go to Peter yard right now, emergency, craziness.
Because you're on your way there anyway.
Yeah, but not immediate. So I was just like, what? But we just talked to it and then said 20 or 15. So how come it becomes this big emergency now? So I stay so now, boom, and head go over there. So apparently now, when Peter come off of the phone with me, him step out of him car. 3 man I step up on him and gate.
3
man I step up on him and gate. I think one of them have a gun. See? And my brethren Peter is a licensed firearm carrier, right? So he spot the rake early and go so room, be a shot, the man in my fire, be a shot in my fire, be a shot. When the smoke clear and I reach around there. 3 man, me sit on the ground spread out.
He got them.
And me I say, Joe, this. So me I say, look how we could have easily hear say. We could have easily hear say our brethren.
True. Got 3 man
Coof.
against 1 man.
Zeal. And me I tell you, say, trust me, that because remember say we just about to reach on the ends, you know. And me I say, look at that. It was the craziest thing because me I say, yo bro. And by the time police come around on the scene now and be here sitting and I say, yo, look at that bro, the closest shave ever. So him now start give me the drama as to what did I go on. So him I say, yo bro, after I forward off of the phone, me have some clothes. And I go in and I come out and the man them go so and blindside me a little way. So him pull off in front of him car so to make him and the car in between them. And them real round now, not knowing say him a film thing. So them fire around no confidence say yo we and the boy you know.
Because it's true we are one of you.
And I know say you see me? At the final day that for them.
Woo.
So that was
like don't ever like that's the thing like and that's something like even now like you cannot be on your phone and like not aware of what's going on, especially as females especially like enough time I see so many women walking out of like a supermarket or like a pharmacy and they're just like on their phones and I'm like what are you doing? I used to be guilty of it till my friend they right there so down the road a man tried to swipe her phone out of her hand while she was on it in a nice establishment, a nice plaza where everybody know. And that was that. And I was like, wow, and just in a second.
Even the older folks too, like a lot of these thief and robber, they target older, less aware people. So not
or
because
just not as quick to respond either.
Not as quick to respond, easier targets them. See? So you really have to aware there's been a recent spate in robberies. I mean obviously because when the system, when the economy start feel strained, you don't know people start feel strained. So you don't know man go try every little thing. And this goes out to some man too where feel like yo but this out, you know, you're more gonna rap my brother, this might be a last. You might feel like that's an easy food you got you can you never come back, come see a picnic them. Low it brethren. Low it brethren. Try find something where you know a decent job where you can go look, you know what I mean? I go and build yourself, go and train, do something brethren. You know, look for some purpose, some deeper purpose and not try stick people for them things, you know?
Yeah. It's wild. I remember even as a kid, when we would like be driving home from somewhere and it was in the night, I remember like my dad, like if we had fallen asleep in the car, waking everybody up and be like, yo, get aware. And that's something I always tell people, like, because when I lived in England, I think I was more fearful about Jamaica when I lived away. And then when you're here, you live within caution. You're cautious.
Yeah, cautionary, cautious, you know.
I couldn't remember the word. I'm telling you, I'm tired.
Yeah, I mean.
But you're cautious, and I'm cautious. I was cautious when I lived in the States or when I lived in England. I was always cautious about my surroundings. So it's nothing different here. But
it's nothing different. I mean, every major city in the world, you have to watch and be aware.
Yeah, you're always telling me like be aware of cars and be aware of it's real.
Yo.
Yeah.
Rear view, side view, them that for a reason if you know what go on 360 degrees.
Yeah.
So that was a story. There's I can give them. Alright, so this is like.
Do you have any stories that don't involve
snippet.
any close shaves?
Yes. So we are trying to say like I might just live my life
spare your
on
mother,
the edge.
spare your mother.
Like a puss with 9 life.
But you don't live like that. That's the thing, it's just how it's been. Like that's just been how things
and I feel like if I tell a story about how they get kicked out of schools, it's kind of like, okay, so.
Well, you turned out fine.
I did, right?
Yeah, you did.
I ain't that bad.
You're great.
So the school, I mean, everybody want to know about the school. I think how I got into music is that need a story
Last
time
term by
for
itself, yeah.
for itself. And you know which one would be good to Tessie?
Yeah, we gotta get Tessie
Her
on here.
journey on The Voice.
Yeah, we got to talk about that.
That was late. Cause we were recapping last night and
Oh,
trust
it was
that
so
was like
crazy. Yeah.
people. You know, so Tessie sing for the president 2 times.
Twice.
President Obama, not Trump.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. I forget the story about why you got kicked out of high school.
You know,
Was
say
it 6th form?
yeah, me did done reach a 6th form, so like me get over the hump and everything, and me I say yo, we good now, smooth sailing. But I think it's something where did go on with my friends. Did come back, come bite me
What?
a little way. Because in 6th form, I think in our first year of 6th form, right? If I'm not mistaken, it was like first term or something. There was a little racket where did I run in at the school where lunchtime in the canteen they have like the system was you order your food, you get a receipt, and then you go and then you give the receipt to the person and they collect what is on the receipt, right? So what had happened was some of my brethren
It sound
them
like a scam.
it was a scam. What had happened was we get one of the real them.
Oh! What?
We get one of the real them
And did what?
and cut them little
And did what?
and start distributing and sell.
No, but you mean like you got one of the reels that were printed already?
Printed reel, which is the exact duplicate of what you need to present to the So if a man say want a butter and cheese
You just
and a bag juice,
find
and
the butter and cheese and bag juice, and then you sold it to them?
I really sold it. Just, you know, man and man are rare, you don't know, probably eat a little food, yes. You see me? And the truth is that they get bust, right? And some man they take the fall and get kicked at that time.
You see, I would never be okay with doing something like this. This is why I don't have these story times.
But boys will be boys. If we get a reel at the weight name, they think we just gonna carry it into the weight name. The boys at 16, 17 years old, come on, bro.
I
You know what I
really
mean?
hope our boys would do better.
Yeah, we all hope that, you know, but we were on the fringes, I guess. So, will if a man detect the fall feet and thing and get kicked out, and I feel like them did I say, oh, them never get me, but them did implicate me in it, but me never get. There was no evidence against
Were you
me.
really in it?
No, just my friend then, so probably me did get couple lunch or couple rate. You understand? But I never like me did that was the mastermind behind the scheme or nothing like that.
Okay.
So fast forward a year now, and then we go smooth, everything around smooth and rare, you don't know. Them time they know we is like either say artist / student, because I was the bounty killer of Woolmers then.
Oh.
Yeah, I was the bounty killer, because we used to have DJ and desk and beat desk, and you don't know man a DJ, and me they studied the whole of bounty killer character. I remember say I was King Jammy student when me hear about bounty I was 12.
Wow.
Yeah, when I heard about Bounty first, I was 12 in 1992 when Bounty just bust,
Ooh.
because it was King Jammies and Trev them and Jan them and Jam
Yeah.
2. Remember, that is my family.
Yeah.
So when Bounty they got to King Jammies in that early days, is them time they me know Bounty. So I used to study, used to get the cassette them from the pre-release them. So having me in a class concert was as good as having Bounty, because we have the whole of the pre-release them. I was studying the lyrics them right through. See? So, Bamsu now, we are go through school now, 6th form, whatever. At the end of 6th form now, I get a nice letter from Mr. Barnett, the principal. Say, your son seems to be assuming more power than me in my own institution. Please, I would like if he would not return.
Why
And
though?
my mother was like on the
fly.
and my mom was on like the board. Like it was weird. Like, how do you kick somebody?
Well, let me ask you something. What were you doing with the power that you had assumed?
Me never did I do nothing more than just go through. I mean, I was distracted by my aspirations to becoming an artist at that point. So maybe I wasn't engaged as a student as much as I should have been.
Right.
But I mean, it wasn't to a point where I was like failing out or anything like that.
Yeah,
but
or
it was
disrupting classes, or what were you doing? Hold on. Oh gosh, as I see him, I may get the letter from the principal one day.
No,
Come outside.
over my living body. That's not gonna
Outside,
happen.
Popsy, soon come. You know we just do this little filming thing. We
Soon
done.
come.
Okay, come for one kiss and then go.
Alright, one kiss for daddy too.
Okay, soon come.
Alright, go on.
Soon hang out,
go on.
okay? Be
Soon
quick,
come,
be quick.
soon come. Go and close the door.
I just don't think that's a reason to expel a student.
I know, maybe. As I said, I think they were like saying, yo, you know, say him should have go with the rest of one them, him friend them, from them time there.
So
him
what did
dep
your
on borrow
mom do? I need to know what your parents kind of
Yo,
do in this
mommy
time.
was like, she was disappointed. Me nah tell no lie. But at the end of the day, it did have to happen that way there. And I feel like it was almost like destined for me to like leave that environment and go into an environment that was related to my dream.
I want to say something about that. You know, sometimes when we are supposed to be doing things like, or we're in, look at a job, for example. You're in this job that you're in and you can't really take the next step to leaving this job, even though you know this job is not for you, right? Like you have other dreams, other aspirations. You know this is not like your purpose. You know this is not where you're supposed to be, but you're kind of scared to take a step into the next level, so to speak. I firmly believe that the universe, God, the powers that be, whatever you believe in, I really believe that everything comes together to just say, you're not gonna move? Okay, I'm gonna move.
Yeah.
Let me take you out of this then. Let me make you uncomfortable so you might find that soon, you know, your boss starts to ask you a lot of questions or start to make it uncomfortable. You can't get along with a co-worker anymore.
Yeah. Because
or
you're right.
Says,
no, you're right. Because there was
go.
no exact reason. It's probably just a divine decision that did make me just push me out of that
or something
situation.
that made your mom see, wow, he has to come out of this. So what next?
Yeah.
Because maybe your parents would have rather you stay there.
Yeah.
But it's like you said, some divine intervention that said, no, we got to get you out of here because this is not in line with your purpose, your destiny, who you are.
Right.
What did your dad think?
Same thing, you know, disappointed. But it is what it is. If it don't happen already, it's not like we're going to dwell on that.
But
you know
at
what I
the
mean?
time, though, it must have been rough for you.
Yeah. We were just kind
And
of.
your brother, because a lot of people forget that you have a older brother, Tariq.
Yeah. Who was at that point upper 6.
Yeah, they're like a year apart.
Yeah, so he was like going into like college now.
Yeah, and he's like the
law.
Quintessential student, yeah? Like
Yeah. For the most
great
part, them man
student.
was like straight, follow the straight line, you know.
I can't wait for you guys to meet his brother because they're literally like the polar opposites. But hilarious and funny and great at the same time.
No,
they're definitely brothers, but it's so funny because his brother is a lawyer. Hello.
At a point, I was thinking, I wonder if a lawyer thing or, you know, I thought law would probably be a decent profession
You
for
would
me.
have been a great lawyer.
You think so?
You love argue.
I love chat.
Gee. And not just chat, argue.
No, sir. Not like that. Are you trained me in an argument, right?
No, sir. You trained me.
I was trained by the best people.
Sure. Nope. I was trained by the best. Let me tell you.
Why?
But it is amazing, and I love that takeaway from that story. That sometimes we want to stay put and not grow and not move because we're too scared, and then everything just says, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Time to move. Time to grow. Time to change.
Sounds like a great time for an affirmation.
Shut up.
And of course, 2020 is that year that just keeps on
Taking.
It's not giving. It's not the year that keeps on giving. Keeps on taking. And we just want to say we're keeping the family of Chadwick Boseman in our highest thoughts at this time.
It's crazy. So young.
Yeah.
So young.
And talented.
Yeah. And I mean, battled very privately with cancer. Nobody knew.
It's sudden. That news there does sudden.
Yeah. But that was really sad news that we heard yesterday, and it's just like, whoa, man. life is short, and it's another great lesson in the fact that you don't know what somebody else is going through. You don't know their story. You don't know the struggles they're facing. So be kind, you know? And that's what the biggest thing was for me, seeing that. And it just reminded me of, you know, even us, sometimes you might see us laughing and smiling here, and you don't know what we're facing in a day sometimes, you know? We don't share everything. We share a lot with you guys, but there's still a lot that we keep to ourselves and a lot that we're working through, and we know the same is true for other people and yourselves. So it was a clear example of we don't know what each other is really going through or facing.
Speaking of that, thank you for all of the advice and all of the remedies, the home remedies.
Just to reaching out.
Yeah, just to reaching out.
People who shared their stories about hair loss and I just want to say, we know that it's not a life-threatening thing.
End of the world.
We know that, but it doesn't mean that it's not something that, you know, Wayne doesn't have to work through or somebody else is facing it.
No, it's wicked. There's some people out there in a denial because it's just like, it's a thing where, trust me,
it's rough, man.
It's rough,
you know, but unless you go through it, you don't know. It's the same way how people are like, I don't know why she's crying about cigarettes. Until you go through a particular thing, you don't know how difficult it is. By the way, a month and 9 days smoke free.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
And I love you.
I love you.
Jeez, some people have said, oh, she tell you I love you 2 times. I ain't say it back, like, so what? Like,
it's not an I love you competition.
It's not an I love you competition, and she knows I love her. I prefer to
tell me you love me again.
I love you, babe. I really do. So you're not gonna tell me something? No, but I mean, like, when you know somebody love you.
Oh Lord, man, we just a talk. Sometimes and
to...
every time we're gonna say it out every time, Lord, man.
Yeah.
But this is what happens when you're the YouTube channel. You're under scrutiny, constant scrutiny all the time.
But
so
not fretful,
it
man.
is what it is. It is what it is.
Fretful.
Anyway, we love you guys. We thank you so much for taking the time to spend some of your Saturday with us today. And as always, we want you to leave a comment down below, and we want you to share this with somebody who you think might like it. And subscribe. Yeah, we'll soon reach 83K. We just had somebody say, even I saw in the comments saying, I've been watching this whole time, but this video made me subscribe. Just subscribe.
Yeah, check and see if you subscribe.
It's not going to hurt you, and it's free.
Kaboom.
So yeah. Anyway, thanks again, guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys again on Monday. All right. Hashtag.
Oh no, we want a white name there.
A gang sign?
Yeah.
Somebody came up to me the other day and they were like, yo, can we have a gang sign so when we see each other we can just like, we just know we're MTM family. So we're like,
see that? M?
M.
Yo,
M.
let's go so and show the M. And if you really want extra like me, go so MTM.
No, nobody is doing that in public, Wayne. If I saw somebody doing this to me, I'd be like, just. You don't have to smile.
MTM. Hashtag MTM family.
Was corny as hell.
MTM family. But
Hair Atlas. Oh, your feet. Come here.
Woo!
My eye has been twitching for 6 days. People, what does that mean?
Yeah, I get money.
As my right eye.
You don't get money.
Tell me in the comments. Atlas, we're done. Hi.
Forward now. Come here now.
Where you get that from?
Don't ever get kicked out of any schools here.
Please. MTM. Can you do that? Look. Yeah. Ooh.
See it there?
Ooh.
See it there?
Nice, boy.
See it there? It's the MTM family.
MTM family.